Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Julian with Dual Design, and we are here today with a digital reveal, which I haven't done in some time. It's been quite some time since I revealed a digital. About this time last year, I worked on a gothic, vintage, like Halloween digital. I wanted some kind of Halloween project I was working on, and created a digital, even created some ephemera for it, so I was really stoked. And I'm hoping, sorry guys, I'm trying to see. It is a little dark in the background, so hopefully go back a little bit, maybe. I just didn't want to go too far. I'm hoping it's not too dark. It seems weird because this is dark. I'm wondering if it's going to be dark. But, all right. But it does pop, so you can see it. That's good. So this is my pink vintage Christmas digital kit. It is decorative papers, pattern papers, a few pages that are blocked out for writing, and then a couple pages of ephemera. Then there is a coinciding fussy cut off to the side, and something else we'll show at the end. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I've not backed any of these yet because I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do what I'm going to do with this kit yet. But hopefully sometime in October, because September will be gone before I know it, we'll be doing this. But again, it is Pink Vintage Christmas digital kit. I will put the link, of course, down below in the drop box. In the description, it is also featured in it's up at the features right now, along with a bunch of cute candy cane fussy cuts, which I'll show next. But in case you're not sure or don't know how to get to the Dropbox, take a screenshot here. And a jewel design at .etsy.com is the digital shop. As you can see, that's the handmade and supply shop. That is the digital shop. So this is digital right now. And if it's in high demand and you cannot print it for some reason, let me know. I will then make a on-demand print listing for this, and you can purchase it that way, where I print it out just like you see it here and ship it to you, and then you can, at least have a one-off where you can use the pages as you see. Digital is great because you can reprint these pages as many times as you need for whatever projects, but if you aren't able to print, I do provide the print option. Just let me know, and I will definitely create a listing for you or for the shop as an on-demand. Sort of wait to see if it's in demand before I make it on demand. All right, so we have this beautiful Santa. Everything is a variation of pink. There is no actual red in this. Now, if it comes up a little redder, it is your printer, and I can't control from device to device, printer to printer, where it may shift. But I did my best to keep it in the pinks, sort of a peachy pink to pink, a little bit of a blue in it, but where I had to, where it got too peachy, I tried to tone it a little bit more blue, but it is, I think, adorable. It's one of our half decorative, so when you fold it, you've got on that end, and you've got that on the back side, on the on the flip side. So these are perfect for 9x6 journals. Really easy to use. So you have 4 of these beautiful decorative, where right side is definitely set a certain way, with the left side, either just patterned, somewhat writable, whatever I decide to do. Now these beautiful green hollies with white berries. She's absolutely adorable. I feel like it's dark. It's worrying me. There's nothing I can do about it. Hold on one sec. I want to check something. Making sure it's me. Okay, that's why. All right, it's just my camera. You guys are fine. No, my phone will adjust the lighting, and I'm like, I can't see. It's bright. Okay, so here's this one. I love this one. This one could be a good middle almost. The next one's actually a great middle, but this could almost be a middle because it does feel like a whole storyboard picture. This would be a great spot to write in. He's in the woods. It feels like he's in the woods. I didn't use a lot of green evergreen. I used more of this holly as our greenery. Got a little obsessed with it, actually. But I love it. It's great. I got a cute little deer. So he's like out in the woods, right? He's got his tree. He's got his backpack. He's got his hiking stick. Love it. I figured we had to have a little guy sort of on the other side. Then there's this one. Now this would be a great middle side. This would be a great open up to the middle. You've got this beautiful ornament with its bow. We have a combination of the holly and the poinsettias in the background. Then we go into patterns. This is one of our larger pattern pages where it still folds nicely. Where you've got him on that end. You've got him on that end, right? So you sort of your big and your little. Works really nicely. This could actually even be printed right. Might be a great part of a cover. You put like a small topper on the bottom of it. You could almost you could probably integrate a topper right in it for a cover even on this one. Or if you like more of the poinsettia feel, I had the poinsettia version. Right in the middle, great poinsettia. If you flipped it around, yeah, they are somewhat directional because it's a poinsettia, but yeah, you could go either way. But I love this one too. Then there's your journal pages. So you have 2 of these that you could print enough of these on the back of every one of the other pages to make it like a December daily. You could, excuse me, have those writing pages. So I gave you 2. One with like the, those, one with just these. So your choice if you want whichever one to back to be your writing page or both. Sometimes I will print a number of pages and then, okay, I got 12 pages, then I'll do just these 2 and let them collate, so where you get 6 of each, So those are fun. And then we go into the actual pattern pages. So we got the pale one where you got some variations so that if you want to play with and write on or pocket, you've got some, because it goes either way. You've got some highs and lows to work with. We have our Santa. This is what we see on that one half of the first page. This is the full thing. It is one directional though. Same for her. I didn't think about flipping them around. I was just like, oh, let's get them going. So she's on top of the more washed out poinsettia. They go left and right. I just don't think about going up and down. We have our green one. Then we have the full poinsettia. I love this one. It's almost quiltish. It reminds me so much of like pieced quilt work. The way this is laid out. I love it. So that's a nice grade. This one's great to do a couple of them and fold them like front and back. This one and like the green one or something, put them front and back. And I think if you folded it in some fun ways for pockets and stuff, this would be a great piece to work with. Then as a freebie extra, I did do a vertical. I'm not so sure why that printed so close. I did a vertical sepia version of the snowmen. Just as, I don't know, something fun and different if you needed that contrast somewhere. Why not? It's just a fun extra in the kit. And then this one is actually in the ephemera side. You won't see it in the paper PDF. On the PDF of papers, you just get these 14. But then this is the backing. This is pretty much our page. You can use it as your journal page to put back all these other pages with. But it does give you what I have to go reprint on the back of all my ephemera. It will cover, your necessities to where you probably won't get to keep the brown on anything, but you'll have this great beige that's like speckled. I wanted some texture. And so you've got highs and lows in the brown and in this creamy color, but then you got speckles that come and go. So you get a little bit of a texture, not quite a linen, but maybe like almost like you're making your own paper, and there's flecks of a darker color in there. So this comes with this kit, but or comes in this PDF, I should say. It's all one piece, but this is your backing page. So we have our 6-up journal cards, which are like 2.8 by 3.7, I think. I put it in the listing, but these are little, not quite ATC size, or darn close to ATC size. And then a washi band. But you have these 2 that are nice and vertical. And these, I'm afraid, are more horizontal. I have a tendency of doing very horizontal. But this one actually could go vertical. So you could do vertical here, vertical cards here, and these are all horizontal. So we have a more shallow pocket. These are great, especially if you decorate these up. I have my 4-flap envelope. So when you fold it all up, you've got her on the front. She's adorable. Now you could put... oh, that one I did. Oh, I did back some of them. That's why. See, there you are. I backed them. I did do that. That one I was smart about. Okay. Well, I did back those. Okay. So this one I backed with the beige just to make it really easy on the inside, but you could back it with any of those other pattern papers and it'd be cute too. And then we have the 1.5 inch coin embellishments and then the 1 inch dangle ones. You've seen Laurette and myself do a number of things with these 1 inch circles that make great dangles. So you have that. And these are great for embellishing and accenting, areas. So like you could put her larger, right on here with some pink tulle and pink lace, and you can really have that coin pop. Then we have the 4 back-to-back tags. You can cut it all as one and fold it in a Z fold. You can cut them in half and have two double journal tags, or cut 4 individually. Like, I put them pretty close so you can do just about anything with them. This is a triple little mini scallop tag, and I do cut it to where you fold it, and you do have a tri-fold, like, you know, Z fold, little gadget. Or if you want, you can cut them down the middle and have 3. It's totally up to you. But these are adorable. I have our little tickets. 3 large tags. Again, you could cut it. There's a little bit extra more space than I like, but you could make this a tri-fold, almost like a folio tri-fold piece, and put pockets on the inside and really make this a standalone piece of ephemera. Large washi tape, skinny belly band, or washi tape to put on down the side of a page. And then there's these guys, which are 5 by like 3 3/4. Now, these are my 4 favorite papers, so they are horizontal. Yeah. But, I mean, you can still tuck them in, and these elements are still showing on the top of your pocket, and makes you wonder what they are. But for decorating, yeah, it does change up the concept. Not very horizontal this time. Sorry, guys. And then we have our wraparound pocket right here. You fold it. This is a gusset to put up underneath. You keep this flat. Makes this an extended pocket. Thumb notches. I always forget to put a thumb notch back in here, but you can decide to put a thumb notch up here or one over here to make it another pocket. So when you wrap it around the page, you've got this pocket on one side and you've got this pocket on the other. And that's always great. Or you can close it up and make it, you know, your own little fun coin type pocket also. So that's what it originally was, but I enjoy it as a wraparound better. And then we have our double corner pocket that stacks. So this one lays inside this one, and you have a double pocket, which you see me use quite often. And then you have your fussy cuts. So I have a garland. I have our, they're 2 different sizes, but you have your ornament, you have your girl, one big, one small, usually something flipped around. Our coins with and without the poinsettia, another large poinsettia, and candy canes, our darling pink Santa, right? And I do give you these strips where if you cut them right, you can decorate the side of a page, the top of a page, bottom, just for something fun to use. And then I gave you guys some words in the 4 main colors of this kit, pale and dark of both the pink and the greens. So that's a little bit more sage, that's a little bit more mint. Then you've got the 2 tones of mauve and pale pink. And then I tried to put the words and stuff like that would go, like evergreen and holly, mistletoe, but maybe could be green, right? Christmas snow, believe, greetings, you know. Oh my gosh, I forgot a word. Well, that's a problem. I thought I finished them all. I guess I'll go fix that. No one's bought the kit yet when I recorded this video, so we're fine. I can go fix it. I can either leave it as a blank for you guys. Either that's going to be a blank and you can write your own thing in, or you can layer it. You can always use this pink box to layer behind another one. I gotta come up with another word. Berries and Marys, shabby and Santa and seasonal. I don't have the word pink in there. I guess I have pink Christmas up here, but maybe I'll make that word pink real quick. See, this is why I show you guys things. I show things off so I can find my boo-boos. I don't find them until I videotape them. Isn't that funny? I put the X's there because I wanted to put the placement in the right color, and once I found the word. Oh my gosh, that's fun. So I'll put the word pink in there because we have pink Xmas. I know it's a bummer, but it is what it is. Pink Xmas. I have Christmas by itself, so I'll go put the word pink there. Oh my gosh. Anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the kit. So it's 7 pages of ephemera with the backing included in this one. Okay. All fun and games there. And then you have the 14 decorative and pattern papers. This was starting out as a pattern concept, and then I did start finding clusters and things to do. So, nice pink kit. So, to go with this, though, you also see 3 other listings in the featured element of our candy canes. And inspired by Lorette, she was looking for candy cane embellishments. So, I have a very retro red and white swirl. I have a slightly more vintage red and white, or red and cream, red and beige, whatever you want to call it. So it looks definitely more vintage. It's a little hard to see in the previews, but I promise if it says vintage, it is more, there's more cream behind here. It has more of a vintage feel. So when you don't want red and white, you have a red and cream version So look for the vintage red, look for the retro swirl, which is red and white. And then there's this pink Christmas one, which goes beautifully with this. It colors, right? So 24 little guys, 8 big ones, 1.5 inch punch, 1 inch punch. There is a slight shadow around it. So if you can print this actual size, your punches will stay right inside the circle. Like they will fit right inside and you won't see any of the shadow. But some of us, depending on how our devices work to our printers or Apples, what Apple devices to printers, they have a tendency sometimes going to immediately shrink to print or fit to print. Shrink to print, yeah, shrink. Fit to print. And then all of a sudden, our 1 inch punches are just inside, or our 1 inch circle is inside our 1 inch punch. So there is a slight pink shadow around it. So if for some reason you have a fit to print and you're like, oh, I have excess. Hopefully when you cut it, when you center it, there'll still be a little pink distress for you. So you add a little extra pink ink or whatever. You won't have to ink your circles as much because normally when we have that problem, we're like, oh, it fit to print and I have this white border around my thing. We have to add a little extra ink. Well, I made sure I have a nice shadow on it. So one, you can see where your white actually ends. And you're able to then, if God forbid, you're like, okay, my punch is actually bigger than my circle. You have a little bit of extra color there to help you get through it. But I did that with the vintage ones too. Both vintage and swirl both have a brownish red behind them also. So it helps you with that inked look without having to ink if you don't need to. But we have the two-tone pink, the pink and white, and the green and white. And it goes beautifully with this kit. They are the same colors from here. So if you want to add a little bit more candy cane, because we only have this little guy, to it, you have these options. And you could then put a little bit, these are still too white for you, add a little ink, find your vintage photo and just, lightly ink over it, and you could definitely reduce that. Or even on a really pale cream or ivory, actually an ivory cardstock would help pull, of course, remove the white. And you could have a more vintage color. If you wanted to keep to more of this coloring and not so white, put it on an ivory cardstock, and this would be absolutely gorgeous too. So that is a separate listing. It's up. Okay, guys, so I have to share this. I was on a class, so we're talking about patterns and seamless patterns and seamless repeats and surface work. And so that's what got this started. And so I went and tried to create a seamless pattern. And I love it. It's very much snowflakey, though. It's a little more snowy on the Christmas end than I expected. But I love it. And I went and ordered a fat quarter of it as a fabric. I'm so excited. So when it gets here, we'll have to decide. I'm debating on if we really love it, ordering a yard of it and offering it as a 14 by 11 piece of paper or piece of fabric as a cover with the kit. So like I would print this for you guys. You get the fabric, you get it as a bundle, and I would ship it to you. Or you can just have the 14 by 11 fabric and you can buy this digitally between the two shops. I know it's two separate shops, but in Etsy, you can purchase from both shops at the same time and it works, right? So you get just the fabric, go do this digital. You could do the fabric with the digital, which I print the one off for you guys and you get it that way. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out when it comes. When it actually arrives, which it says the 16th, so fingers crossed it'll be here. Yeah, I think that's what it said. Be here the 16th, not the ship no later than the 16th. When it shows up, if I'm in love with it and we feel it goes well enough, like it goes great with the candy canes. I don't know. It is a cream behind it. It's not white. It is cream. If it just seems too snowflakey, though, if it's too, like, snowy Christmas, I don't know. We'll see. I'm a little hesitant. I second guess myself. But as a cover, I mean, if you took this and you took the journal cards, I think if you you could definitely, they're horizontal though, huh? Well, you could take a tag even. You could put, like, him as a tag as a cover. I mean, you could do a topper with any one of these. And you could even cut the top off the tag and you could put him, as a topper. And you could, I think you could bring them together. I don't know. I think I'm going to do something with it, of course. I'm going to get a piece of fabric. I mean, I'm getting a fat quarter. So I'm going to have some to play with for sure. And I will probably definitely make a cover out of it for my kit, my journal when I make this. But I don't know. I'm debating on, providing it for you guys too. So I was really stoked about that. I mean, I'm loving it. I think it's adorable. I love it. I just don't know if it's going to be good enough. If it's going to work with that. I always worry that it's too contemporary or too light, or I'm hoping the beige really does pop out. It's a little light here on the camera. So I'm hoping it's, I took everything and I vectored it out and I laid it out, and it took me hours. I tried to get a snowman one in there, but it got really weird. And I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna like that. And it's hard because, directional, right, for fabric. And so I did good on the little guys, but these guys I forgot to go up and down and back and forth on some of them. So it is somewhat directional because you go like this and it's very obvious that these are upside down. It's not so bad here. You don't really notice it as much when it's a pattern. But the big ones you definitely notice. So, I don't know, guys. We'll see how it comes out. I'm second guessing it. I always do. Artists always second guess our own work. We can't help it. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new journal kit. It is in the shop, ready to go. And it's that fussy cut will be fixed. I promise your words will not have X's in it. Right. So we have a great new kit. I hope it gets you inspired for Christmas if you're not there yet. I know we're still in fall. We haven't even enjoyed fall yet. But those of us who craft and sell what we do, we have to get going. We have to start thinking about it. And so I had the bug and I went for it. So this was the week I was off and you guys saw no videos. This is what I was doing. So I was being creative. I just couldn't get on the camera. So here we go. I'm on the camera. I've done 2 videos this week. This is my 3rd, and we will get back to fall tomorrow. So if you missed out, we are working on these envelope pages. See, we worked on this yesterday. This is all done. I'm super stoked. Ta-da! Right? So I gotta put stuff in it. This is the and I decided we're going to keep the flaps down. So if you're curious what's going on with here, this video is up on Thursday, yesterday. And then you can go ahead and, of course, go ahead, of course, and then see what's going on tomorrow as we continue on. Since all the 4 flaps are done, now we just need to do some decorating, and I have some fun ideas for some horizontal pockets. So something to look forward to if you're into fall, want fall, here we go. I've got, of course, have other videos in the past few months that have been working on fall. But if you're sort of jonesing for the potential of Christmas and want to start gathering and see what's going on, even this dark forest green looks really good with this. Here's a kit for you to think about. And of course, all of my Christmas and winter kits are up in my shop. Probably maybe in October, I'll do a quick little 1-week percentage off sale on the digital side, just to really get you going for Christmas. But if you don't have my kits and you're new to me, if you're not new to me and you've been watching me for some time, I know you have all my kits already. So this is great to have something new, right? Like I said, there is a gothic sort of Halloween haunted kit from last year that's still up for sale if you want something very London vintage. There's that too. So love you all very much. Thank you for joining me really quickly on this Friday afternoon or evening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.